On today's project, we'll be creating a lip balm holder. If this is something you're interested in, stay tuned. Welcome guys to my creative corner. This is Claudette, where I create projects using inks, stamps, paper, mixed media, and a whole lot of embellishment. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, welcome. And please consider hitting the subscribe button down below as well as the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload my latest video. And if you're returning, welcome back. And so on today's project, we'll be making a lip balm holder. But before we get into that, I want to share some products with you. So I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And every year, Stampin' Up! Brings out 5 trending colors. And they do away with 5 of the older colors. And these colors that they have is just gorgeous. And I just wanted to share those with you. And that's one great thing I love about Stampin' Up! is their coordination of colors. So the 5 colors that they have, a green, which they call Just Jade. And they have a coordinating coordinating ribbons to go with these. And that's the ribbon to go with that. They have designer series paper, which is just like printed paper. And these come in 6x6. And you get 40 sheets. You get 2 designs and 4 each of each design. So this is a Just Jade design, the Just Jade color. And this is the design. So these are the 2 designs here that they come with in the 5 colors. Then the next color you have is the Misty Moonlight. And then it's the same design as I showed you before. And then the Misty Moonlight has, they have the ribbon to go with that. Then up next we have the Magenta Madness. Is like a fuchsia hot pink. I thought this was going to be my favorite color, but I don't know. So there you go with the designer series paper. And then you have the Magenta ribbon. And then they call this one, is more like a mustard color. They call it Bumblebee. And the designer series paper to match with it. Then they have the ribbon to go with it. And last but not least, you have the Cinnamon Cider. And this is beautiful. This would be a nice fall color. And they also have that ribbon to go with that. So tell me in the comments down below which one is your favorite color. Like I said, I thought it would be the Magenta Madness, but I think I'm leaning towards the Cinnamon Cider. I think that now that is in person and the designer series paper, I think that is just beautiful. And they also have some color enamel dots, put your bling on that, embellish with that. Aren't they beautiful? So I just wanted to share that with you, and I will be designing the lip balm holder with these products. I almost forgot to share with you the coordinating matching ink colors. So now that I got that out of the way, let's get started on our projects. So I did a holder in each color, except for one. And today we'll be creating with the 5th color, and we'll be using the Cinnamon Cider. These are nice, quick, and easy projects. These are nice for stocking stuffers, craft fairs, any little treats just to say thank you. These are just awesome. All right, so let me show you how the inside looks. So let's get started on creating our project. So what you would need, a piece of cardstock, and this cardstock is measuring 5.5 by 3.5. You're going to need 2 pieces of your designer series paper or your printed paper And these two pieces each are measuring 3¼ by 2 1/8. Then you're going to need a smaller piece of your cardstock, and this is measuring 1 inch by 3 inches. So I'm going to get my scoring tool out. This is a trimmer plus a scores. And we're going to take our cardstock that's measuring 5½ by 3½. And then we're going to go ahead and score it at 2 3/8 on each side. So we're going to do 2 3/8. Take that right up to 2 3/8. And then we're going to score. So 2 3/8 from each side. Okay, so I'm going to take this out, turn it over, and put it again at 2 3/8. All right, so then we're going to bring in the smaller piece. So we're going to score this at 3/4 of an inch. And then we're going to turn it on the other side and do 3/4 of an inch on that side. So we got our scoring out of the way. Then what I'm going to do is take my bone folder and come in and crease those score lines. And as you could see, this is just a simple, quick project. And we're going to do the same thing on this smaller piece. And what we want to do is break some of those fibers down, and I'm just going to give it a curve to take the shape of the lip balm. So before we put in that inner piece, we're going to come in and bring our designer series paper. And we're going to go ahead and glue those down. So you're going to go ahead and get your glue. And in this case, I'm using wet glue, so you could use whatever glue you would like. So we'll go ahead and glue this down. So I cut it where you could have some of the solid color showing. Then we'll glue this other half down on the opposite side. And you're going to just eyeball it. So you guys are going to eyeball it and see, make sure it lines up with that to the top there. So next, what we're going to do is do our inner piece. And you see where your score line is. You want to match it with the score line here, okay? So you're going to make sure once you glue it down, your score line is going to go right, butt that up there. Let me kind of zoom in so you could see. Okay, so you're going to match the score lines. Put a little glue on the wings right there, I would say. And then we're going to butt this up right here, match the score lines. Let's just put it to the center. And then we'll just match it here. And another thing you could do is get your, making a mess here with my glue. Another thing you could do is get your lip balm and put it in there, and that would help with the shape too as well. So next, what we're going to do is just design the outside. So I'm going to use the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set as well as its coordinating dies to design the outside of our lip balm holder. I did a video showing you how to color blend using alcohol marker on this larger sunflower. So I'm going to list that video up to the top. So if you want to check that out. If you guys are getting any creative value from this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And so I went ahead and stamped this smaller flower out, and we used the die, the coordinating die, to go ahead and cut that out, as well as the saying thanks a bunch. And with the flag punch, I use our triple layer banner punch to do the end of that. The white piece of cardstock is measuring a 1/2 inch by 3 inches. So what I'm going to do is take my bone folder again and just add a little curve to this. And I'm going to curve it up that way, then this way, and then curve it this way. So you kind of have a wave going. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. I'm just going to put a spot of blue on this hump right here and right here. So we're going to pop this sunflower up on some dimensionals. Did I put this upside down? I sure did. My goodness. Always make sure your work is going in the correct direction. Thankfully, the tag would be able to cover up this torn spot. So I got some clothespins here from the dollar store, the Dollar Tree actually. These mini clothespins. And so I will just use that to keep it closed, and then we'll add a bow to that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and create a small little bow. So we're going to get our scissors and just trim the ends. So I'm just going to adjust my bow so my ribbon could be nice and tight and my ears could be even. And then I'm just going to trim the edges once again. And I'm going to take a glue dot and glue that on to the clothespin. And that is our little lip balm holder. And like I said, it's a snug fit, so you don't want, so it's not really going to fall out, so it's nice and snug. So if you guys are interested in any of the products that you see here today, I'm going to list them in the description down below. And this again is the projects that we created using the Stampin' Up! New In colors. And this is with our lip balm holder, and aren't they beautiful? Anyone would love to get a gift like this, and it's just an awesome little treat. So guys, get out there and be creative. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Claudette, and I'll see you on the next video.